You know, Sherry, 5 months ago we came to ECW and we told everybody that we would be at the top of the heap in a very short time. We don't have a crystal ball.
Nope.
We're not like the weatherman with big fancy maps behind us and prognosticating. We knew what we were talking about. We were talking from experience. Sherry, how many times gold's been associated with your name? How many times gold's been associated with my name? It only stood to reason that when you took a positive and a positive that great things would come. We call this the beginning of a dynasty. We said 5 months ago we'd be champion. We've called ourselves the franchise. And honey, I promised you that when we won that gold, I'd send you on a long vacation. We don't need you anymore, Sherry, here. What we're going to do is we're going to send you down to that beautiful beach that, you know, that one that you and I go to all the time whenever we like to go.
Wait a minute. Aren't you coming with me?
Am I coming?
Yeah.
Honey, what I want you to do is I want you to go down and get the sand already. I want you to bask in the sun, and I want you to take this beautiful body and get it even bronzer than it is. I've got some business to take care of in ECW. Business in the name of Terry Funk. It's time to finish him off for good, to rid wrestling of this once so-called legend. And now, I've got a guy named Hawk, who's coming down and breathing down my neck. You want part of the franchise? You think you've got part of the franchise's number? Let me tell you something, Hawk. You may be champion of the gym with those muscles bulging out, but you ain't champion of the ring. The franchise has announced that as being his domain. You want to be champion of the gym, that's your world. But you want to come play in my jungle, we're talking wrestling.
Live updates still to come, but right now, let's think about what we just heard. The franchise Shane Douglas sending Sherry Martel on a vacation. Now, as the challengers are lining up to take shots at him, the ECW heavyweight champion, Shane Douglas may be a bit overconfident, a bit cocky, thinking he doesn't need Sherry Martel. Just to refresh Mr. Douglas's memory, as well as those of you at home, let's take a very special look at the relationship between Shane Douglas and Sherry Martel, a relationship which brought Shane the ECW Heavyweight Championship.
A former member of the now-defunct New Dangerous Alliance, the franchise Shane Douglas re-entered the title picture in NWA Eastern Championship Wrestling on December 26, 1993, as he and sensational Sherry Martel engineered an attack on Sabu, costing him the ECW Heavyweight Championship to the legendary Terry Funk. But Douglas was not aligned with Funk, as he immediately challenged the resident of the Double Cross Ranch for the title. Once again, sensational Sherry's influence and interference was an important factor as the franchise wrestled Funk to a classic 45-minute time limit draw on ECW television. From there, Douglas, Sabu, and Funk, the three men involved in the ECW title picture, fought in a three-way match on February 5th, a match now available on ECW home video, a match that went to a remarkable 1-hour time limit draw. But later that evening, on February 5th, Shane Douglas crossed the line during a press conference after the press conference set off a war between Douglas and Funk as they battled for the title until Shane took advantage of his golden opportunity during Ultimate Jeopardy at Valley Forge. Sherry immediately signed Shane to a number of title defenses, but his reliance on Sherry Martel became more and more apparent.
Sherry just whacked Paul Diamond with the chair! What the hell was that? Somebody took... Oh, no, that's Sherry Martel with the chair again. He just whacked him in the head with a chair. The Road Warriors showed no expression. The Hawk is impervious to pain. Douglas is hightailing it out of the arena.
And as Shane Douglas struggles to hold on to the elusive ECW heavyweight title, his casting off of Sherry Martel may prove to be his downfall.
Okay, we're being taped live from the ECW arena. Kevin Sullivan and the Tasmaniac are standing by. They're set to face Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and we now know Hunter Q. Robbins' new protege is named R.J. Powers. He's got great amateur credentials, but talk about baptism under fire. Kevin Sullivan and the Tasmaniac, it's getting hotter in here by the moment. This shouldn't be too pretty. R.J. Powers, a very impressive youngster, locking up the Tasmaniac.
Tasmaniac tries to shove Powers off. Powers flexing with obviously a pair of huge guns. But if I were he, I wouldn't be too arrogant. I mean, he's debuting here in Eastern Championship Wrestling. That's the Tasmaniac. Powers shooting up Tasmaniac. Tasmaniac off the ropes and runs through Powers. Up and over goes the Tasmaniac. Leapfrog by Powers. Great agility and a drop kick by R.J. Powers. Nicely done, Mr. Powers, but if I were you, I'd really get it together. That's the Tasmaniac you're in there with. One half of the former ECW Tag Team Champions. Well, Powers is going to learn in a hurry. Grabbing hold of the Tasmaniac. Reversal on the Irish Whip. Powers off the ropes. And smashes the Tasmaniac face first into the canvas. Once again, R.J. Powers flexing. You better look out behind you. R.J., well, there you go. Tasmaniac cinching up Powers. Powers up and over with the suplex. The Tasmaniac had had enough of R.J. Powers. Tasmaniac now throwing Powers outside the ring where Kevin Sullivan is most dangerous. Powers goes face first into the guardrail. Kevin Sullivan, he's got a crutch. Kevin Sullivan just assaulting Powers with the crutch. And I thought punching a fraternity was tough. Welcome to Eastern Championship Wrestling, Mr. Powers. Oh, and the Tasmaniac with a crutch now, and Kevin Sullivan with the cane. This man is being brutally baptized into ECW. Sullivan scooping up Powers, trying to deposit him back into the ring. Just jabbing at him with that cane. Tasmaniac now snapmaring Powers over. Tasmaniac drops the headbutt on Powers. Tasmaniac now picking up RJ once again. Tag back into Kevin Sullivan. Powers wide open. Sullivan goes downstairs to the shot. Sullivan now with Powers face first into the turnbuckle. Sullivan setting up Powers. Irish move out of the corner. Reversal by Powers. Sullivan goes into the corner. Here goes Powers face first. Runs into the boot of Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan now picking up RJ Powers. Tag back into the Tasmaniac. Tasmaniac scooping up Powers and trying to hang him up there like Kevin Sullivan would do. Can't quite get it right. I don't know what he's... Well, Tasmaniac gonna take a page out of the book of Kevin Sullivan. No, Sullivan stops him. Sullivan telling the Tasmaniac, that's my deal. Well, the Tasmaniac now with Powers have to try something new. Scooping up Powers, slamming him down. What's he gonna do? Going for the Sullivan stop. He missed. The Tasmaniac missed. Well, he's not exactly Albert Einstein. Tag back into Kevin Sullivan. Perhaps Sullivan can figure it out. I bet he can. Powers now thrown from the ring. You know, Superfly Snuka has not been tagged into this match yet. Powers might want to think about tagging out. Sullivan's got the hammer. It's hammer time for R.J. Powers. Kevin Sullivan's got that hammer. He's going to be using it as a weapon. You can bet that. Powers now being thrown on a table by Sullivan. And Sullivan's just wailing away. Jimmy Snuka trying to get to his partner, but the referee holding him back. The Tasmaniac bashing Powers with the chair. Jimmy Snuka being held back by our referee. Sullivan out with the chair, flinging it at R.J. Powers. Oh my, this is getting ugly. And again, R.J. Oh, and the Tasmaniac chairs are flying from everywhere. This is just brutal. R.J. Powers is out. R.J. Powers is face down on the arena floor. Tasmaniac now with Powers. They've got a table. He just belly-to-belly Powers through the table. Kevin Sullivan and the Tasmaniac are like piranha who smell blood, and the fans are going wild. They love it. What does that tell you about Philadelphia wrestling fans? It's not for the weak at heart. It's ECW, and it's not a secret anymore. We'll be right back with more of this match. Okay, we're back, being taped live at the ECW arena. Jimmy Snuka has checked into this matchup, and he locks up with Kevin Sullivan. Talk about a wealth of experience in that ring. Snuka shot in by Sullivan. Sullivan, questionable blow on Jimmy Snuka with a spike that he pulled out of his tights. And R.J. Powers gets it, and these fans are cheering Kevin Sullivan on for using a hammer or a spike or whatever. He's got a hardware store down there in his trunks. And once again, he goes to the top of the head of Jimmy Snuka, now chopping away. Well, Kevin Sullivan is sadistic, to say the least. Tasmaniac now stomping on Snuka as well. The Tasmaniac goes outside after Jimmy Snuka, but thinks better of it. Snuka climbing back up into the ring. Kevin Sullivan cinches him up. Snuka goes up and over, vertical suplex by Kevin Sullivan. Well, I'll be damned, a wrestling move from Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan now stalking the fallen Superfly. But Snuka fights back with a vertical chop right to the throat of Sullivan, and another one that floors the maniacal Kevin Sullivan. Jimmy Snuka can mix it up with the best of them. And there's a thumb to the throat. Known as the Oriental Spike in some circles, but Snuka's been using that one for years. Sullivan whipped in by Snuka. Here comes Snuka. Snuka missed it. Snuka missed Sullivan and went face first into the turnbuckle. Back in comes the Tasmaniac. Tag back into Powers, who has not fared well against Sullivan and the Tasmaniac. Powers has a lot of fight left in him. How much, I don't know. He's rubbery-legged right now. Whipped in by the Tasmaniac. And Powers is just dropped by a right-handed clothesline. Tag back into Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan setting up Powers for what should be the power bomb. Power bomb just drops Powers on the back of his head. Powers' head bounced off that canvas like a super ball. Tasmaniac now back in the ring with Powers, who is pretty much, done. Powers whipped in by the Tasmaniac. Tasmaniac sets his head. Powers kicks away. And a punch on the Tasmaniac. Now setting up the Tasmaniac. Suplex. Snap suplex by Powers. Powers not exactly sure where to go. He's still a little green. Great athlete nonetheless, but not much experience in the wrestling business. Powers going to the top now. For what? I don't know. I haven't seen him up there before. Flying body press by Powers. Nice move, too, and almost got the pin on the Tasmaniac. What an upset that would have been, but Kevin Sullivan broke it up. Hunter Q. Robbins III has quite a find in this R.J. Powers. All right, it's Powers paired off the Tasmaniac. Powers scooping and, yes, slamming the Tasmaniac. Powers signaling once again. He's going up. Meanwhile, Kevin Sullivan and Jimmy Superfly Snuka take it back up the aisle. Snuka goes headfirst into the guardrail. Powers off the top. Misses. Suplex by the Tasmaniac. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. And just like that, the Tasmaniac has scored the pinfall. Kevin Sullivan's whacking away on Jimmy Snuka. Wait a minute. I'm being told I'll be joined up here momentarily by Paulie Dangerously. Too bad Sullivan won't whack him with that cane on the way to the Eagle's Nest. Jimmy Snuka now fighting it out with both Kevin Sullivan and the double noggin knocker. Double noggin knocker on Sullivan and the Tasmaniac. Here comes Hunter Q. He looks a little worse for it. Wait a minute, Sullivan's got his hands on Hunter Q. Robbins. Oh boy, Hunter Q's in a world of hurt right now. He's already been stripped. Here comes Woman. Kevin Sullivan's got a hold of Hunter's legs. He's not going to run anywhere. Woman's got a hold of Hunter Q. Robbins III. Headset, put this thing on. It's joined by Paulie Dangerously as Woman stomps away. We're going to go to the replay. Hang on for a second, Paulie.
Well, I'd like to see a replay of Woman's outfit. Check that out. Here's Sullivan and Tasmaniac absolutely welcoming R.J. Powers to the ECW. And then R.J. put on a good showing, but was no match for the Tasmaniac. Wham! Perfect suplex. 1, 2, 3. Sullivan and Taz with a victory.
Woman ripping off the clothes of Hunter Q. Robbins III, and I would love to know who's next on her list.
I'm joined by Paulie Dangerously, who's obviously looking to earn a few extra bucks doing voiceovers for these matches, which will be released on ECW home video.
There's nothing wrong with a few extra dollars every now and then.
Yeah, I wonder what he spends a few extra dollars on.
I bet you do spend your time wondering about me.
In any case, your man Sabu makes his return here to the ECW Arena in South Philadelphia tonight, April 16th. Any comments regarding Sabu?
Yeah, you see, you people at home are going to see a match from the last TV tapings featuring Sabu, the most homicidal, the most genocidal, the most suicidal athlete in the history of professional wrestling, right there about the 42-minute mark. But you see, if you were here live tonight, I know this airs on tape delay a couple days late, but if you were here tonight, when we are taping this live here at the ECW Arena in South Philadelphia, you would get to experience it all live. Sabu and what he and the finances behind the Dangerous Alliance are capable of. What we are all about. How we can transcend borders. How our tentacles transcend organizational guidelines. Just how powerful Sabu and Paulie Dangerously can be.
Well, you may be powerful, and so is Sabu. I've got to ask you, not that you've exactly been laying low lately, but without Sabu here and you haven't been up to the Eagle's Nest, I mean, where have you been?
Where have I been? You know, everybody's been talking about Jason, the sexiest man on earth in all his suits. And well, they should, because Jason can outthink, outsmart, and outwit any manager out there in any organization, federation, or promotion. But what I'll tell you is this. Paul E. Dangerously, Sabu, 911, and the finances behind the Dangerous Alliance, or lack of Dangerous Alliance thereof, we're all about impact. I-M-P-A-C-T. Impact. And when Paulie Dangerously, Sabu, 911, or anybody associated with us, or affiliated with us, whether you know it or not, when we make a move, you'll know it. Because we're all about impact.
Well, speaking of impact, let me cut you off for a second. Earlier this evening, when your man...
Be careful what you cut now.
My name is not Lorena. Relax.
Go ahead.
Earlier this evening, when your man 911 squared off against Crash, you impacted the back of Crash's skull with that telephone, giving your man 911 a chance to pick him up with that massive hand and score the victory with a chokeslam. Would you like to defend your actions?
I don't need to defend my actions. Victory, one way or another. That's what we've always been about. Expect the unexpected. When you least expect it from us.
You're a real psychopath, you know that?
Thank you very much.
Barring any further interruptions, our pre-planned show will continue when we return.
You talking to me?
Well, we promised you live results. Here we go. The Pitbull has unseated, dethroned, if you will, J.T. Smith for the ECW Television Championship. As always, J.T. had to fight the odds from the onset as the Public Enemy, for some reason, attacking J.T. Smith before he entered the ring. From there, the Pitbull knew about J.T.'s injured left knee and targeted that knee from the beginning of the match. The Pitbull just too much for J.T. Smith on this given evening. When we come back, we'll have more live results in our regularly scheduled program. And hopefully, some happier news.
Oh, Matty's in the house. I'm here with two of the biggest personalities, two of the lowest hoodies in the ECW, but they are the ECW Tag Team Champs. We have Johnny Grunge and Flyboy Rocco Rock, the Tag Team Champs.
Public Enemy.
There you go.
That's right, brother. And I found some big news out, Johnny.
Big news. Tell the big news, Rocco.
I found out about this man, Matty in the house. He's a big man in New York. Big man in the nightclub scene.
I know that because, you know, he invited us to a few of his parties.
Oh, boy.
Rocco, why are you so crazy?
No, I'm crazy because everybody's been coming after us. Everybody's been challenging us. And you know what? We turned them all back, Johnny. We turned them all back. Sullivan, Tasmaniac.
It was the Public Enemy who stopped the Bruise Brothers from winning the tag team belts. Wait a minute, Rocco Rock just fell on top. Rocco Rock just pinned Kevin Sullivan.
You said no DQ, right?
No DQ.
That means we got new champions.
And new ECW
I
Tag
don't believe
Team
it.
Champions, Public Enemy.
Tanaka, Diamond, bad not so bad no more, no way.
And we're gonna survive.
Hey, son of a I got Johnny Pots and Pants. I'm coming to see you, baby.
Come on,
that's all. I don't care.
Come on. Here we go. Come on, Rocco.
God, porker! Smell pig! No! You put me in a cell next to Vince, baby! Bruise Brothers! Not so tall no more. We beat them both down. What are they now? 4'2", 4'3"? I don't know. They wasn't so big laying on the mat when I got the 1, 2, 3 to regain these ECW tag team belts, baby. But hey,
Both Rock and Grudge, blinded by their own blood. Oh, they're in the stands again. There are chairs flying all over. Johnny Grunge is wearing one. Quite frankly, it goes lovely with this outfit. This is just brutal. This isn't a wrestling match, it's a street fight.
we are, listen now, we are a hot commodity. Am I right or wrong,
Yes,
Maddie?
you are.
So, Maddie, you know, you should maybe make a little investment in us, you know?
How much of an investment?
You know, just a little investment.
How much of an investment?
You know, yeah, anything, you know?
You know what? I'm a little strapped right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what you guys? You haven't seen my wallet.
What color was it?
For $50, man, I'd love to give you $50 for my wallet because I got somebody I'd like.
Give us $50. No problem. I found it. It was like,
Johnny!
No.
Johnny!
No! It fell
You're
out.
taking my wallet? I thought I was a...
Listen,
The man
fell-
saved your wallet,
I
Mr.
feel
Matty,
it.
man.
It fell out of his pocket. I caught it before it even hit the floor. Thank you very much. Here, $50. And you know, you have an investment in the hottest commodity in ECW. And ECW is the toughest, roughest wrestling organization in the world today. You know why? Because we here, champ. Hey, champ.
Hey, champ.
Hey, champ.
Terry Funk is perched up on the second rope awaiting his opponent, Mr. Hughes. I've got news for Terry Funk. I really don't think Mr. Hughes is going to make it back down to the ring to wrestle Terry. Oh. Let me bring you up to date on what happened. I mean, I know we had a pre-planned show for you, but these live updates have completely taken over the show. Earlier on this evening, the Bruise Brothers were to face the Public Enemy in a lumberjack match, a human cage match. Mr. Hughes interfered in the match, cost the Bruise Brothers the match. The Bruise Brothers beat Mr. Hughes down. I mean, dismantled the guy. The Roughneck fought his way back and fought the Bruise Brothers all the way back to the dressing room. Okay, just a few seconds ago, Terry Funk is in the ring, awaiting Mr. Hughes for a one-on-one matchup. Out comes the Roughneck. The Bruise Brothers follow Hughes out to the ring. They battle it out once again. Hughes goes back to the dressing room, fighting with the Bruise Brothers. Now Terry Funk is in the ring. He's got no opponent. We had a pre-planned show for you. I can't bring it to you. Let's go back to the ring.
Excuse me, sir, but Mr. Hughes is in no condition to wrestle tonight. I signed to wrestling. I came up here to give these people a wrestling match, and I always have, and I came here to wrestle for this man right here. And coming out, how would you like it if I wrestled you out here?
Hey, what's the matter, Paulie? Come on, Paul.
But if you'd like to have a fight with me, not that I would ever stand a chance with you, I know somebody that would love to face you. Why don't you fight Sabu? I'm not afraid of any man. If these people want me to wrestle him, I'll go ahead and wrestle Sabu.
Paulie just cracked Terry Funk with the telephone. He said Sabu would be happy to challenge Terry Funk. I don't see Sabu. Here comes Sabu. Sabu is being wheeled to the ring. Wait! Terry Funk's got a plastic bag. All right, he's put it over Paulie's head. This has got to be the greatest moment in television history. Here comes Sabu. Sabu has hit the ring, and he is working on Terry Funk. Sabu stomping away now on Terry Funk. We were going to have a pre-recorded TV match featuring Sabu. This is even better. Sabu and Terry Funk being taped live here at the ECW Arena. What more can you ask for? As Terry Funk has been knocked from the ring by Sabu. Meanwhile, circling ringside, I see not one, not two, but three handlers for Sabu. Paulie dished out a little extra money this week for some dangerous allies, some hired flunkies. Sabu now pounding on Terry Funk's straight right hand. And Funk is whipped into the guardrail by Sabu. Sabu now stalking Terry Funk. Throws Funk back in the ring. These fans here still can't believe what they're seeing. Unscheduled matchup, Terry Funk and Sabu, a match of main event caliber. Here, with no warning, it's now Sabu hammering away on Terry Funk with the chair. Terry Funk trying to get back to his feet. Sabu sets up that chair. Remember, this is being taped live on the tape, that is. Our regularly scheduled program is out the window, but so what? Sabu off the chair! He and Terry Funk go to the floor! Sabu can generate offense from anywhere inside the ring, including using a steel chair. I guess I should bring you up to date on tonight's events. Shane Douglas did face Road Warrior Hawk, defending his ECW heavyweight title. The match ended in disqualification, therefore the franchise is still the ECW heavyweight champion. Will Terry Funk escape with as much luck? I doubt it. Sabu is really going to work on the legend, Terry Funk. Our next big card will be here at the ECW Arena on Saturday night, May 14th, and by the time this show airs in a couple of days, you can call the ECW hotline for more information. I'll have the scoop for you. Sabu hammering away on Funk. Terry Funk is a little wobbly, actually, as he goes face first into the turnbuckle. Sabu not letting up on Funk. Funk finding his way into the ring once again. Irish whip on Funk off the rope. Sabu with great elevation. What a vertical leap cover. 1, 2, and oh, so close. Terry Funk barely escapes, and Sabu stomps away. Sabu over the top, drops the leg and misses. That is the first time I've seen Sabu miss that offensive maneuver, and that may be a turning point in this match, as now Terry Funk seems to have come to life and lands a headbutt. Funk now with Sabu, throws him through the ropes. I'll tell you, whatever we had scheduled originally for this program certainly couldn't compare to this. We're live to tape tonight. It's Saturday night. It's April 16th. It's Funk and Sabu, unscheduled, and we'll be back here on DDT on the floor. DDT on the concrete floor. Terry Funk has just spiked Sabu. As I was saying, we will be back here in this very same ECW Arena Saturday night, May 14th. Call when you see this program air for more information. 215-544-0421. That's the ECW hotline. Terry Funk now with Sabu back in the ring. The hunter has become the hunted, as now the momentum is in the corner of Funk. Setting up the hangman. Yes, neck breaker by Terry Funk. Terry Funk busted open. Blood running down to that eye. Funk signaling once again. The hangman coming up. Neck breaker. Yes! And he hits two. Sabu's neck has been just jerked back. Where's Funk going? Funk's got a chair. He's going after Sabu's handlers. The chair is now in the ring. Paulie dangerously and Sabu. Nobody expected them to be out here. This was supposed to be Funk, and wait, Terry Funk gonna pile drive Sabu on the steel chair. Terry Funk has just pile drive Sabu on that chair. That's gotta be all for Sabu. Funk's got that chair. He's wheeling that chair down across the back of Sabu. The referee's allowing it. After all, this wasn't a scheduled matchup. How can you disqualify anybody? Funk off the ropes with a chair right to the forehead of Sabu, who goes crashing to the floor. You know, originally I thought this was a great idea, a great thinking by Paulie Dangerously. What great exposure. He's already acknowledged that Jason's the #1 manager in ECW. Paulie Dangerously used to be #1. Paulie Dangerously once ruled the wrestling scene. Perhaps he thought this was his chance to steal the spotlight for his man Sabu and really get things going again for the new Dangerous Alliance. I mean, 911 is no longer Sabu's handler. He has risen to another level. He has ascended to the higher echelons here in Eastern Championship Wrestling. And now it's Sabu, Paulie's meal ticket, Paulie's #1 charge, having his troubles with former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Terry Funk, who has now set up a table on the outside. Oh boy, what's coming up? Sabu goes face first into that table. Terry Funk is just, he snapped. He's manhandling a photographer trying to get him out of the way. He's doing that guy a favor. He doesn't want to be anywhere near this action. Use a telephoto lens or something, pal. Terry Funk chopping away. I heard that one up in the Eagles Nest. The blood running down to the face of Terry Funk, and Sabu hammering away on that open wound. Funk goes face first into the canvas and down to the floor. Sabu over the top and down on Terry Funk. Sabu generates aerial offense like no other athlete in the sport of professional wrestling. There is a method to this man's madness. I don't think he plans it out ahead of time. It just comes through. It's instinct. It's a warrior's instinct. Funk now. Where's Funk gonna go? Terry Funk just sails through the air on top of Sabu. I have never seen Terry Funk do that before, and this man has been wrestling since long before I was born. I mean, I'm thinking back to February 5th when these two were involved in a three-way matchup. It was Funk, Sabu, and Shane Douglas. It's now being called the night the line was crossed. Three men went to a 1-hour time limit and got a standing ovation from these fans in Philadelphia. I mean, I thought I was in Japan. And that match is available on ECW home video. And this match, I mean, wait a minute. Terry Funk was throwing a ring announcer, and I think he was using Bob Ortiz as a shield. Sabu now back on Terry Funk. And Sabu with a straight right hand. Once again, that chair being set up. Here comes Sabu. We've seen this before. Sabu, at 235 pounds, catches Terry Funk right in the sternum. Terry Funk may have the wind knocked out of him. No! Funk is fighting back. Funk just smashes Sabu face first into that chair. Once again, in case you're just joining us, this match, our whole show has been preempted. We're being taped live on the... Wait a minute. We're being taped live from the ECW Arena on Saturday night, April 16th. Terry Funk and Sabu, it's an impromptu matchup. This is like an impromptu offensive maneuver. What's Funk gonna do with Sabu? He just pile drove Sabu from the top turnbuckle onto a steel chair. These two will go to any length to destroy one another. Look at that sign in the back. Terry Funk, the man, the legend. But will the legend be able to stop the whirlwind of destruction that is Sabu? Sabu back to his feet. Here comes Funk. Funk misses the clothesline and goes up and over the top rope and down to the concrete floor. Remember, there's no pretty blue mats here at ECW. This is hardcore. That's concrete. Sabu setting up a table. He's got Funk stood up and lays Funk out across that table. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. If he lands on Funk, it's over. He missed. Sabu just leg dropped through it. He went crashing through the table onto the concrete floor. He can't get up. This match is over. Sabu is not going to get up. Sabu being attended to by at least two handlers and Paulie dangerously. He's not going to get up. Terry Funk's over there now, picking up what's left of that table. Terry Funk's trying to get that table into the ring. If Terry Funk gets this destroyed, this crushed table into the ring, this match is going to get even uglier than it's been for the last 10 minutes. Terry Funk now grabbing one of the ECW ring attendants, ordering him to throw that table in the ring. Wait, Paulie. Paulie's looking. He's got that phone. The referee caught Paulie. Thank heaven. Thank heaven somebody has an eye on Paulie dangerously. That man's a psychopath. Who knows what he's capable of? Sabu standing in the... Well, he was standing. Sabu backed out. Funk's got that table. Paulie just knocked out the ring attendant who helped Terry Funk. DDT on the table. Terry Funk just DDT'd Sabu, and Paulie and his handlers are just destroying the poor kid who tried to help Terry Funk. Face first into what's left of that table. If you're into this kind of action, come on down to the ECW Arena in South Philadelphia. Terry Funk's bashing himself in the head with the table. Just broke the table over his head. That's smart strategy. He's beating the hell out of himself. This man just does not care at this point. Terry Funk's going for the spinning toe hold. Wait a minute. Here comes one of Paulie's hired thugs. One of his flunkies. Cheap labor. Terry Funk just pulled him. It's the Rockin' Rebel. The Rockin' Rebel took a payoff from Paulie dangerously. I never liked that guy anyway. Funk going for the spinning toe hold. Once again, another handler on the ring. Funk's got a piece of him, too. Funk's trying to rip that mask off. Headbutt. Here comes the mask. Well, we've seen him before. That's Sabu's #1 handler. Once again, Funk scoops the leg. Single leg takedown on Sabu. He's going for the spinning toe hold. Sabu desperately trying to fight it off. If Terry Funk clamps... Wait a minute, here comes a third. Neck breaker. And nicely executed at that. Paulie has enlisted a whole host of flunkies to help Sabu out for the evening. This masked man's going to the top rope. He's set up. He's perched. He just dropped the leg across Terry Funk. Paulie's hired thug. And he just Todd Gordon's at ringside. Todd Gordon just saw this. Sabu drops the leg on Funk. There's the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Well, that's the end of this impromptu matchup. Thanks to Paulie's hired help. All right, now this thug is in the ring, stomping away on Terry Funk. What business does he have in the ring? He just dropped an elbow. Who is this guy? That's beautiful Bobby Eaton. That's beautiful Bobby Eaton from the old Dangerous Alliance in the NWA, in WCW. Todd Gordon just got cold cut by Bobby Eaton. Paulie dangerously is laying out on commissioner. That's gonna cost him a pretty penny. I don't think he cares. Paulie just attacked the ring announcer. Bobby Eaton is not working very... It's Arn Anderson! It's Arn Anderson! Arn Anderson's in the building! What the hell is going on? Arn Anderson going to work on Sabu! Arn Anderson going to